there's one debate in China, which is now it's time to repay these workers, right? These are the people who've given their blood and sweat without very much protection to build China. Now it's time to repay that cost, to do something to help this migrant worker, group of migrant workers. And this is quite an interesting proposal because you can see how it would be attractive, right? There's 300 million workers. They're not properly resident in urban areas. They often don't have housing. One of the problems that China has today is there's an excess of housing, right? There's this, because property activity slowed so suddenly, there's all of this property that have been built that now nobody wants to buy. So there's excess property. Somebody needs to live in it. It would be better if prices were going up rather than coming down. It would be better if there was demand for this property. The second thing is that these, obviously their income levels are low. Their savings levels are also probably quite low. So they would benefit a lot from the sort of welfare spending that urban areas can benefit from as well. So if there was a government program that allowed these migrant workers to live in some of this vacant property that exists in China today, but also does something to encourage their urbanization by providing welfare benefits, which means that they were then properly resident in urban areas, so could participate in the consumer patterns that urban areas have. This also starts to boost both consumption in China, reduce the savings ratio, and also does something about social equality, which also should be important, as we hear Xi Jinping saying, right? Like common prosperity, this thing should matter.